Alright, we're back.
You son of a bitch.
There we go. Alright, so this video, this is how I actually left it, but I did this to change some shit. Alright, so for this video, we're going back to Old Charlian to start Tataru's Grand Endeavor. The last, I'm assuming it's the last set of quests for that. So, without further ado, head on over there, shall we? Oh yeah, I forgot the E. I gotta bring my Gunbreaker Glen back properly. Where is it? There it is. And then that should be it. Yep, got it. Sweet. All right. Off to Charlian we go. Is this mic working? Yeah, it is. I see the bar moving. Down, 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 down. Regina! Been a while. Treasured bonds. Regina seems eager to share something with you. Leon, I have wonderful news. Oh yeah? What's that? Thanks to your tireless deliveries, we are now overwhelmed with orders. Mistress Tataru's plan was a success.
Dylan! You son of a bitch.
That's another shipment sent. I don't think I've ever packed so many parcels in my life.
What? What the fuck?
I don't believe we've ever met, have we? Or, oh, hello there, you. I love that. That's the best, most awkward way to say that. What an incredible memory you must have to remember one such as I. But I don't think we were ever properly introduced. My name is Hazdad. I totally knew that, yeah. His face and hair I did recognize, but his name, fucking, I don't know. I was among those who traveled here from Palakistan by way of Garlemald during the final days. You and your comrades ensured our safe arrival. Ah, okay. Sweet. I've been working at Taru's boutique with Magina and Varsaruda, or what is it? Varsarud? Yeah, that was mostly right, yeah. Varsarud, albeit behind the scenes. It's rare that I have occasion to visit the storefront. I knew she was going to chip in at that point. An unfortunate side effect of the constant demands on all our staff, though I think we would all agree that the hustle and bustle is for the best. But don't you wonder what we'll do once the samples have served their purpose? Our equipment is crafted to last, which is wonderful of course, but also means that our customers are not like to require replacements for some time. Therefore, if we are not constantly receiving new customers, our good fortune will eventually sour, no? Nice, explaining the conundrum of not creating or building in planned obsolescence into your products. Yeah, you'll eventually go out of business, unless you can constantly find a new stream of customers. Mistress Tataru isn't so foolish as to have not anticipated such things. I'm sure she's already coming up with new and exciting products to offer her existing clients. Yeah, you have to do that instead. Actually, I had an idea of my own. For a new product, I mean. Oh yeah? What you got? In fact, I presented it to Mistress Tataru just the other day. A new uniform to outfit the academics and researchers of Charlian. That's boggers. Oh ho, how enterprising. And what did she say? Well, she seemed hesitant, which I could only interpret as reluctance to hurt my feelings with explicit rejection. Aww. But then she told me to look into it further and draft a formal proposal for review. That's wonderful, Magina. When she said to look into it further, did she mean for you to conduct some manner of market survey of the academics and researchers? Just so. But, well, some are involved in such sensitive work that simply approaching them is out of the question, which is to say my petition to enter Labyrinthos was denied. Instead, I decided to try the studium. The secretarial mammoth was only too happy to schedule a meeting with an academic representative. But now that it's come down to it, I'm feeling ill with nerves. If it were on Mistress Tataru's behalf, it would be different, but this was my initiative. This was my initiative. My idea. I'd offer to accompany you, but I have to mind the counter. Perhaps you could offer Magina your support? Sure. Anything for you, cute R-lady. Oh, thank you. She's pretty cute too. Can I come as well? I'd like to start thinking of what supplies we'll need for our artisans once your plan is approved. Of course. Very well then, to the studium we go. I forgot. Our girls also have a really cute wave. Hey, I said it a couple videos ago. I'm a simp for our girls, alright? Sam? Is that an NPC? Yeah. They moved their head and I got a little... I was like, what the fuck? Like they were tracking me for a second there. I forgot NPCs do that sometimes. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. This building might well be a temple for how austere it feels. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm glad I have your company. I was told that Ki Aliapo would be meeting us here. I'm sure they will be along shortly. Yeah, she'll be here. She's right in the other room.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
There she is. Hello! Representatives from Taru's boutique, I presume? Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Magina, and I am ever so obliged to you for making the time to speak with us. Kialapio at your service. Aliapo, sorry, at your service. There's no need to stand on ceremony, I assure you. Most of our academics are far more concerned with their research than pleasantries. Admittedly to their detriment at times. Anyway, how may I help you this evening? A uniform for our academics and researchers, you say? I myself am ill-equipped to offer an authoritative opinion on the matter, so permit me to arrange some meetings with faculty representatives. Please make yourselves comfortable in the auditorium while I go and summon a few of our more personable personnel. Personable personnel. An old Lalafell. I think it's the first time I've ever actually seen one. Well, in the Faculty of Archaeology, we spend much of our time traipsing about ancient ruins, which often ends up ruining our clothes, if you'll pardon the pun.
You bastard!
An outfit durable enough to handle extended use would be welcome, but it would need to be lightweight and breathable as well. Equatorial deserts can be most taxing. Then again, you'd be surprised just how many relics are hidden at the bottom of lakes, and northern waters can get quite chilly. As it stands, my colleagues and I throw on any old thing for our fieldwork. Whatever we have on hand that is suitable for the conditions, with the understanding it may need to be disposed of afterwards. Funding for research equipment and the like is precious enough as it is, and we can't afford to have dozens of bespoke garments for every situation. Which is probably not what you were hoping to hear, I realize. No, thank you for your candor. It's true, new kit can be rather expensive. We must ensure our prices stay affordable. The ideal outfit for astronomers? How in the world am I to answer that? I know less than nothing about fashion. Well, I suppose we astronomers often conduct our celestial observations from locales remote and subsequently chilly. You know, mountaintops and the like. So something warm? If warm is truly their only requirement, then I think it's safe to say this is the opposite of an untapped market niche. Yeah, I would say so too. The Faculty of Medicine has strict requirements for dress on account of hygiene regulations. Fabrics that are resistant to stains and possess antibacterial properties are a must, for example. Additionally, we students of nutritional sciences must vigorously dart about the kitchen, so dressing for comfort is nearly as essential as cleanliness. And if it were fashionable enough to perhaps inspire others to follow in our footsteps, all the better. Cute bunny girl. Ah, we require no such clothing in the Faculty of Anthropology, for we make all that we require right here. Rather, Professor Tenkin prefers to do so, that he may better understand how necessity begets innovation. Just a little smile. An outfit that ameliorates ether sickness, without a doubt. Somebody must have taken that teleportation. You'd think we at the Faculty of Etherology would have developed such an outfit by now, no? But alas, our primary projects demand every moment we possess. We cannot afford to divide our resources. Damn. Well, how did it go? I don't know, to be honest. Everyone has such different preferences that I'm not sure if it's even possible to satisfy them all. A fair concern. The Studium's faculties are filled with opinionated individuals, each with their own peculiarities. Additionally, our academics spend much of their time engaged in fieldwork as opposed to seminars, which further complicates stipulations of dress. Academics sound just as unique as adventurers. Yeah, that's actually a good way to put that. Lots of field work. Different types of clothing for different occasions. Indeed, it was naive to assume that one type of uniform could account for the needs of all academics. I mean, in a way, academics really are adventurers, aren't they? Even if some of them spend a lot of time in books. You know, reading books and stuff. You're kind of like trying to explore the unknown when you're at the most advanced levels. Progressing research on things that have never been, you know, discovering things that have never been discovered before and so on. We had best return to the boutique. Thank you for your assistance, Mistress Aliapo. There she goes. Oh, she was just moving aside. And I truly thought I had a good idea. Oh. No doubt Mistress Tataru knew its folly, but had me research it regardless, so that I might reach the conclusion on my own. She meant well, I am sure. See how the hardships make you strong. It's an important phrase to you, isn't it? Indeed it is. It comes from the teachings bestowed upon us by the old gods. Many Hanish held fast to those words and their wisdom during the final days, so as not to give in to despair. Yeah, I remember that. I've been thinking about this scene right here a lot the past few days. The one that they just flashed back to. I knew they were going to that scene. I was like, yeah, that's where they said that actually. I didn't remember that phrase until this moment, but for some reason it's been on my mind, that scene. The final days in Thavner. When everybody... Oh, because I was listening to the soundtrack of Endwalker that was recently posted on streaming services for like Spotify and all that. And the song Dynamis plays there, I think, at least once. During that emotional scene where everybody gets their spirits rallied up. When everything's falling apart. And yeah, that's the scene that they just flashed back to. That's what I was thinking about it, yeah. Anyway, Hasdad says, when we call upon the divinities, it is not to beg for salvation, but for guidance. So long as we live by their teachings, there is no hardship we cannot overcome. Excuse me. This is a core tenet of Hanish faith that has seen us through much adversity since the founding of our nation. It is as you say, Hasdad. Yet until you did, it did not occur to me to consider how they might apply to my personal struggle. Coming to Charlian and working with Mistress Tataru at the boutique, I've met so many peoples from all sorts of cultures. But in trying so hard to accommodate their wants and needs, I fear my own heritage has become an afterthought. Perhaps therein lies your focus. There is no shame in dedicating yourself to your work, and as we all have our limits, compromise and sacrifice are inevitable. It may surprise you, but once I aspired to become a steward. To look back on it now, it feels fanciful. That's relatable. Strange that we so easily let our dreams be cast aside by circumstance. I swore nothing would stand between me and my chosen path, and yet, here I am. I know the divinities will guide us wheresoever we go, but what if we stray too far? Would I be a fool to suggest that perhaps we should return to Thavner? But Mistress Tataru has done so much for us. We cannot simply leave the boutique on a moment's notice. Maybe not, but what of our family and friends? It is one thing for us to send money and well wishes, but I wonder if we could not do more if we were there, helping to rebuild. We haven't been back to the village since the final days, and if we're already forgetting our old lives? I don't know. I just think Mistress Tataru should know how we feel is all. Yeah, I think he's got a good point. I suppose I have been dedicating myself to work, but is this who I wanted to become? A Hanish who has forgotten her culture? Barsarud says that Mistress Tataru should be stopping by soon. When I asked how she felt about returning to Thavner, she said she'd need time to consider. For my part at least, I think consulting with Mistress Tataru will help put my mind at ease. Okay. My, what a busy counter we have tonight. Hasdad, it's good to see you out from behind your usual shipping crates. Yes, I thought I'd come and help Medjina with her research. We've just returned from interviewing academics at the studium. About that, Mistress Tataru. And then they told her everything. We quit. Suffice it to say, the requirements were all radically different. I know I set a uniform for researchers and academics, but I'm afraid I may have deeply underestimated the feasibility of such a project. And that's perfectly alright. The important thing is to learn from what you discover so you can retain and apply that knowledge as you continue on your entrepreneurial journey. The right idea for a new product will find us when it's ready. In the meantime, I have more samples in need of delivery, and seeing as Leon is very conveniently standing within my line of sight... Oh, here we fucking go. A thousand pardons, Mistress Tataru, but... Before you continue, I wish to speak with you about a personal matter. You have shown us incredible charity, which makes this all the more difficult to ask, but... I wonder if I should return home, to Thavner. Please do not mistake this as dissatisfaction with our arrangement. If anything, I've grown so accustomed to life in Charlian that I fear I've begun to forget myself. My dreams, my faith, the person I used to be before I came here. Not only that, in spite of my regular remittances, I worry that our village struggles to rebuild after the final days, while I live happily removed from a burden I ought to share more. It feels disingenuous to both my home and the many kindnesses you continue to show us. I see. And do you both feel the same? I've been so devoted to my work that I hadn't given much thought to returning until Hasdad mentioned it, but to claim that I am not worried about the village would be a lie. While I am of a similar mind to Megina, I must nevertheless remain here. Among other reasons, there is a project I am resolved to complete. I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. Well, I would be very sorry to see any of you go, but if something here causes you grief, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. Which is why I have decided that our next set of samples shall be delivered to Balaka's stand. Furthermore, I ask that those who wish to visit accompany Leon on his errand. Seeing how your village fares is no doubt the best thing for you both right now. It will help you to understand your feelings, after which we may proceed howsoever you desire. And should your colleagues require it, I'm sure you can be relied upon to dispense the perfect advice. Megina, Hasdad, give everyone my regards. Then it's settled. I'll begin preparing the samples at once. Allow me to assist. No matter what happens, we must finish Mistress Tataru's necklace. Are we ready to proceed with the restoration, do you think? I dare say we have enough additional materials thanks to Leon's dedication. As for the work itself, I thought we could entrust it to the lapidary Mistress Tataru once apprenticed with. I was so hoping that I could do it? No, I'm fine with... Yeah, I'm sure that will mean a lot to Tataru. What the hell's wrong with that other fool over there? I'm glad you think so as well. Yeah. Let's leave the necklace in... his name. Barsarad's capable hands and join Hasdad in Scholar's Harbor. I think that second option is probably only because I've leveled up my crafters or something. I guess I'll find out when I do this questline on other characters that don't have any crafting and gathering unlocked. See if that answer choice is even there. Maybe it has nothing to do with that. Oh wait, you first. Never imagined we'd get the opportunity to return so quickly. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm sure they are. I remember when we first set foot upon these docks. After a long, exhausting journey through frozen wastes, after surviving those horrid beasts, Mistress Tataru was a warm beacon of light. Working at the boutique has helped us to rebuild our lives, but I will never forget that feeling of powerlessness. Should I have stayed in Palaka Stand and tried to defend my people? Was I a coward to flee? Is it a betrayal to my home and to myself to remain here? I can't stop thinking in circles. Anyway, I'm glad for this opportunity to better understand where my heart truly lies. All will be well, I'm sure, but we must be off lest we miss our connecting flight. Oh, I've missed the smell of spice and this warmth. Haha. They're back to their old clothing. Yeah, Charlene is implied to be a little bit colder, obviously, so. We're back. We're truly back in Thavner. Was Razat Han always this grand? I can't believe we lived so close yet so rarely made the trip. You remember how it was? Village duties always kept us all too busy for travel, even though it's like right outside. Defending pilgrims was trying enough for the stewards even before the final days. I wonder how many temple roads are still traversable. If even those in Razat Han struggled to travel for worship, our feelings of estrangement may be more common than we think. Since we've come all this way, would you mind terribly if Hasdad and I toured the city on our own? Let's plan to meet in Palaka Stand anon. Okay, sounds good. Wait, where is it? Oh, right, yeah. Don't throw away. Must be outside. Yeah, here it is. Here to watch the sunrise.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Hello. Home at last. Yes, home. I can finally breathe again. Come, let's go and find the elder. Elder Yerovet. I think I said that right, yeah. Azdad? Regina! How wonderful it is to see you! I've been so worried. Tell me, how is life in Charlene? Are you being treated well? Oh yes, Elder. Our employer, Mistress Tataru, is the kindest of women. In fact, she arranged for us to accompany Leon on his errand here, so we might enjoy some time at home. That is very good of her indeed. I am relieved to hear you are being looked after. You are ever a guardian to our people. Thank you for seeing these children safely home. Now then, what is this errand you speak of? Well, how splendid! Our stewards shall put these to good use, you may be assured. If only we could repay your generosity with something even half as marvelous. Alas, ours is a village of little extravagance. Everything seems as ever it was. Indeed, with the support of the Radiant Host and the funds you and others have sent, we have regained much of the peace we once knew. Thank the sisters. Still, there was something I wish to speak with you about, Elder. You are worried your heart grows distant from Thavner, that you have wandered too far from home. But my child, it is only right that you should wander, that you should roam. Your heart's connection endures no matter where you go. You yet think of us fondly enough to visit, yes? And send us what gil you can spare, do you not? Gestures, perhaps, but not true commitment. Should I not be here with all of you, working to restore our village? There is no restoring our village, Hazdad. Without those we lost, Palakistan will never be what it was. We must instead do all we can to become a new village, with a new future ahead of us. Although the particulars of our path are not yet clear to me. How so? Ours has always been a settlement of stewards as well, you know, tasked with the protection and preservation of Thavner's sacred sites. But we have seen our roads shaken and temples defiled by beasts. The material is not always within our ability to protect. What is everlasting is our faith, the bonds between our people and the divine. Through the old teachings, we remind ourselves of life's meaning. Yet, if we wish to ensure our traditions endure for generations to come, should we not strive to do more than maintain our temples until pilgrims deign to visit? Ah, but I do not wish to tire you with an old man's musings. Surely there are other ways of ensuring our people remain connected to their heritage and faith. All we need is the right idea. Something new our village can offer. Well, my words seem to have inspired you, and with the worldly insights you have gained, I am sure any future you envision for Palakistan will be nothing short of remarkable. But there is no need to rush. Take some time to speak with the others and make yourselves at home. How else can the village help to strengthen our people's connection to their faith? More precious than gil. How foolish I was to think the answer would be so simple. I would come home, roll up my sleeves, and help restore a village to the way it was. I would find fulfillment. Alas, not all that was lost can be reclaimed. Our people face a new struggle. But perhaps by discovering new ways for the village to fulfill its duty, we might yet help our community. Exactly! Like the Elder said, surely our experiences in Charlian have given us a unique perspective. Not to mention Leon's extensive knowledge of the world. I'm sure that between the three of us, we can come up with a brilliant plan to support Palakistan. Yeah, you got this. Yes, you are right. And I'm sure that hearing how everyone fares will give us insights as well. Not a soul here will ever forget the hero of Palakistan. I am sure everyone will be just as eager to speak with you as us. There are also others with whom I'd like to speak, once we finished here. Of course, we mustn't forget to pay our respects. Those we lost. Zad and Magina are now accompanying you. Yep. Alright. Get it? Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice that beautiful equipment you delivered to the Elder. As a weaver who crafts armor for our stewards, I would love to hear more about its origins. Created in cooperation with guilds from across the world? Oh, I must have a closer look. The final days exposed the limitations of my skills, Traditional Thavnarian techniques alone did not suffice. I am eager to hone my craft by studying the work of foreign artisans. Although in my weaker moments I often wonder if purchasing armor for our stewards would be the superior solution. Alas, that would require a surplus of coin as well as available product. As a village sustained by donations and remittances, we would be hard-pressed to afford anything so expensive, even if such suppliers were to venture this deep into the jungle. Utpala? Oh, hello there. Staying for a while or just passing through? Our recovery has been slow but steady, though I am concerned for those who still struggle with wounds our healers cannot cure. The final days may have passed, but grief and trauma are not so easily overcome, or ever for those who must accept them as constant companions. Yeah. Ours is a tightly knit community, but I worry for those in the capital and abroad. I imagine it is difficult for them to honor the old teachings as they labor far from home. So many of us fled during those dark times. If only we could bring the comforts of community to all Honish. If it isn't Hasdod and Magina, accompanied by our savior no less. Welcome home, welcome home. True, we're a bit short-handed these days, but we manage nevertheless. While there's a happiness in being reunited with our young ones, we're just as happy knowing that you are walking your own path, no matter where it leads. I remember Hasdod couldn't wait to become a steward when he was little, but as far as I'm concerned, sending aid from afar is just as praiseworthy as tending to the temples here. Times are changing, and who is to say that this cannot be another form of stewardship? A steward who supports the village from afar? I never even considered the possibility. Seeing everyone so eager to help one another makes me more determined than ever to contribute. But before anything else, shall we go? Let's. It'll be good to visit. To Purusa then. Standing that close to each other look like they're about to kiss. Could we ask you to accompany us? The temple roads are perilous and your presence would be a great comfort. Yeah, of course, I remember. This dude's definitely dressed for the occasion. This bunny boy, he blends in quite well here with what he's wearing. Alright, more precious than Gil, Purusa, which is... Oh, good, there's a stopping point there. Yep. Discuss the Shroud of the Sangha. I never used to give much thought to those who walk these roads before me. Countless pilgrims who risked their lives for faith. Aware of the dangers ahead, they pressed on. So strong was their devotion, so sacred their tradition. The tradition. It is a perilous path you walk, though it is written, and so too our forebears must have felt when braving these jungles to reach what would become our beloved home. When I was little, we used to run through these wilds, playing steward and imagining fierce battles with hideous beasts. Got the scolding of a lifetime when our parents found out. But when it really happened, when the sky turned red and the jungle spewed forth unspeakable horrors, I could do nothing but cower. Perhaps that's why I feel so guilty for not returning, for not doing more, even if it may never even be enough. Even if it may never be enough. But this time, I will rise to the occasion. That's the spirit. Worry about what you can do now going forward. What's done is done. It would do little good to return home only to become a burden. That's why I'm determined to come up with an idea that will help our village. It's been a while. Yes, but we made it. I'm home, Mother, Father. Here at Purusa, we may commune with the spirits of the departed. Neither Magina's nor my parents survived the final days. I told them about how you saved us and that we're doing well. I know they will rest easier for it. May the next time we visit be to deliver glad tidings from Palaka Stand. Though I was relieved to find the village in a better state than I had feared, it seems there are still issues we might help address. Finding a steady source of income, for instance, so the stewards can be properly outfitted without overwhelming our weaver. I was also troubled to hear about those who continue to struggle without the support of a local community. There must be some way to provide respite. Yes, indeed. The question is, what? Do you have any thoughts? You know what? Just because it sounds the most appropriate out of these, ask yourself, what would Tataru do? Well, Mistress Tataru has always put great store by collaboration and partnerships. Now you're getting there. So what if Palaka Stand were to enter into a partnership? Perhaps with the boutique itself? There you go. I think you're onto something. If the boutique sold wares the village produced, for instance, our people would have a reliable revenue stream, excuse me. Just like Garlemald exporting its goods to the rest of the world. Which was mentioned in MSQ. But what can Palaka Stand offer? And to whom? How about amulets and talismans? Or images of the deities, excuse me. Something simple, created with love for our homeland and our faith. So no one forgets or feels forgotten. I like that. Our temples were created in remembrance of our ancestors and divine teachings, but reminders needn't only take the form of great works. A small keepsake may be just what our scattered brethren need to reassure themselves that they are still members of the community. This could be the answer we were looking for. I can't wait to tell Mistress Tataru. This is what I was saying back in Charlian. Maybe you should focus on that when she mentioned something about her Hanish roots. There you go.
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
Rather, I can't wait for you to tell Mistress Tataru, Magina. It was your idea, after all. Ha! A team effort, let us say. I certainly couldn't have come up with it without you and Leon. If our proposal is approved, Mistress Tataru will no doubt need assistance in Charlian. I am ready and willing to provide it, but what of you, Hazdan? What will you do? I too will return to the boutique. One day I will come home to stay, but for now I wish to do all in my power to help our village thrive. Aww. I am relieved to hear you say so. Let us go and consult with the elder about our plan. Well, there you have it, folks. Yeah, I knew that's where this was going. I was like, why don't... When I said you guys should focus on that, and when they were talking about their, you know, their cultural roots and all that, back in Charlian, I was thinking, why don't you guys just sell products that encompass your culture from here. The people in Charlian, basically. And they finally arrived at that conclusion. I was lost in a fog, unable to find the path forward, but Magina's brilliant idea has given me the clarity I needed. I know now what I must do for myself and for my people. If Elder Yeruvet gives us his blessing, all that's left is to present our proposal to Mistress Tataru. Indeed. Yeruvet? What's the, I can't think of the word right now. What's it gonna be? I hear you were kind enough to escort these children to Perusa. Again, you have my gratitude. Are your feelings any clearer for it? Oh, this is an awkward camera angle. I think so. Magina and I talked it over, and we believe we have struck upon a new way the village might support our people. There we go. I love this song. I don't get tired of it. The save point theme music, essentially, for FF14. Well, this one in particular is for Endwalker specifically. Tangible mementos of our faith? An interesting proposition. I like to call it save point theme music because it plays at Aetherites, which I kind of view as save points, essentially. If this was like an old school single player RPG. Many here would be glad to create such reminders. I expect those unable to perform strenuous labor would be especially grateful for an opportunity to contribute to the prosperity of our village. To say nothing of the options these additional funds would provide. But most importantly, we would be able to help those who have chosen to live apart from us feel that much more connected to their community and their faith. I am proud of you both for discovering such an innovative way to do so. Hail ye. It would likely mean Hasdod and I will stay in Charlian for the foreseeable future. Then take with you the knowledge that no matter where your journey takes you, our hearts will always be as one. May the sisters guide you. We'll come back again, I promise. In the meantime, we shall see our plan to fruition. I will send word once we've determined the particulars. Right then, Charlian awaits. Back we go. To think those two were once mired in all-consuming sorrow. I can hardly recognize them now. I'm sure I have you and their Charlian benefactor to thank for their recovery. Please extend my warmest regards to this Mistress Tataru when next you meet. Will do. Even Varsarud likes our idea. Here's helping Mistress Tataru does as well. Nice. I don't think I can talk to her because she'll just, yeah. She just sells the fucking endgame class job gear. Leon, the necklace is back from the lapidary. Here we go. He had nothing but fond memories of Mistress Tataru and was eager to pour his everything into the restoration. The result is magnificent. What do we got? The original sapphire, accented with black pearl from the ruby sea and rose shell of verlet, united by a length of maki leather, tying it all together. A singular necklace symbolizing Mistress Tataru's past and present. Excuse me. By the sisters, what a remarkable gift! A cute giggle. However, it wants for a finishing touch. Oh, now I have to do my part, don't I? Do I? Preferably by your hand, Leon. There it is. And after hearing about your visit to Palaka Stand, I know just the thing. In short, we will be proposing a new line of products to help our people feel closer to their roots, yes? Sure. So, in honor of Mistress Tataru's roots, I would have you inscribe the symbol of Nald Thal upon the back of the pendant. Oh, nice! It would be an honor. Say it with confidence. Say it with your chest! short little tail. I can tell it's not a max length tail. It's cute though. With painstaking effort and unwavering focus, you engrave the symbol of the traders onto Tataru's necklace. Any who behold it will surely know, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that this final flourish was a product of your heroic hand. Which is their way of saying, even if you're not a crafter, don't worry, you got it right. I'm glad this actually fits for me now, because I have level 90 crafters. My only one that has, it's about to reach 90, but not quite there yet, is Culinarian. Still waiting for those leave allowances to reload. I'm sure she will adore it. Our work is officially done. I've just received word from Mistress Tataru. She should be arriving in Scholar's Harbor soon. Let's go and meet her there. I hope we actually get to see the necklace. It better look fucking cool. I've been anticipating seeing it since we started this questline many patches ago. Perfect time of day for this, actually.
Dylan!
I wasn't expecting a personal escort from the docks, though I dare say I could grow accustomed to it. How was your time in Palaka Stand? Did you find it worthwhile? They're like, oh yes. Check it out. So while they do have interest in our equipment, matters of recovery are their greater concern at present? Recovery, yes, but also growth, which may lead to a lucrative opportunity for the boutique if you will permit me to suggest another new product. What if we offered handicrafts designed and produced by the people of Palaka Stand? Authentic works representative of Hanish culture. For those of us living abroad, reminders of home would do wonders to ease feelings of estrangement. And for others, such pieces could be appreciated as beautiful works of art. There you go. You got it. Our village is up to the task. You will not be disappointed. Doubt not their conviction, Mr. Tataru. A product that embodies Thavnair's spiritual beauty to be shared with the whole world? Why, the boutique should offer nothing less! Though we've made wonderful progress with our samples, I believe it's time for a change of pace. And handicrafts born from a heartfelt desire to celebrate one's culture is bound to resonate with others. Yeah. Given her eagerness, I presume Magina intends to stay and help facilitate this new venture. But what about you, Hasdad? You felt the call to return to Thavnair rather more strongly, as I recall. Yes, well, after talking with everyone at home, I realized that living apart from them does not mean I must forsake my childhood dreams of service. I believe I can best serve my people by staying in Charlian and continuing to work at the boutique. If you'll have me. With pleasure, Hasdad.
You son of a bitch.
Celebratory sounds. Mistress Tataru, if it would not be untoward, we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation for everything you've done for us. It's time. Go for it. Not untoward at all. Rest assured that I graciously accept all offerings of praise and adoration, especially ones as fine as this. Here you go. But how queer! This sapphire looks remarkably like the one on my... my... Yeah. Leon, is this... Is this my mother's sapphire?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh my god, look, I put the symbol. No, that's not. Oh fuck, I'm torn. I love these two answers. I like this one better. I feel this way too, but this sounds like the much more graceful response. Hers. So now, rightfully yours. It's hers. It's really hers. Never in my life did I imagine I'd see this jewel again. Dude, I was already tearing up and then they play this music. It was part of a family heirloom. It's called Dynamis. This is the music I was talking about earlier. It was part of a family heirloom. When my mother was married, she received it from her mother. How her eyes sparkled when she spoke of one day giving it to me, I'll never forget. But when father's business failed, we lost everything. And that was the last I saw of it. Though your heirloom did not survive in its entirety, Master Pippin managed to recover the sapphire. From there, we collected parts from clients during sample deliveries and commissioned the necklace you now hold. That's the way of it. Now that I think of it, Leon often did receive mysterious gifts on those visits. So that's what it was about. Mm-hmm. Now you know. Time after time, I am reminded that a fortune in coin promises only a fraction of what a wealth of friendship provides. When my family lost its last gil, I became a lapidary's apprentice, and that's how I met a certain miner named Minfilia, when she was still working in the mines. We hit it off instantly, chatting every time she brought in gems for appraisal. And then one day she came not with her usual haul, but with an invitation to join the Path of the 12. The rest, as they say, is history. I like this picture. Yeah. One serendipitous meeting that led to so many others. That led to so many incredible adventures. That saw a poor little girl reunited with a priceless memento. I'll come full circle for you, Tataru. I love endings like this. Our teachings say that there is more ugliness than beauty in this world. To live is to suffer. I remember when I used to think that way. But we never need suffer alone. And what is more beautiful than the bonds we share with others? Indeed, it is these connections that give meaning to our lives. Everything's about people. Connections for which I too am grateful, and thus compelled to advise that we return to the Agora. The counter remains unmanned and we mustn't neglect our clients. Quite right, quite right. Back to work with a lot of us. We've got new products to plan.
Dylan! Son of a bitch.
That was beautiful. That all came full circle. She got a reminder of her mother, and that led to a reminder of how this whole thing started for her. And where she is now. The whole thing from like becoming a part of the Path of the 12, and then the Scions, and everything that's happened since. And where we are now. That was beautiful. Leon, on behalf of the entire boutique, allow me to thank you for all you have done. I'm ashamed to admit that in our excitement to prepare Mistress Tataru's surprise, Barsarudo and I failed to prepare something for you. That's okay. And that sounds like the cue for Mistress Tataru. Mwahaha.
What? Fuck! What the fuck?
Very soon, Leon here will no doubt embark upon another journey to corners of the world unknown, as he is wont to do. He knows about Dawn Trail. So, to wish you well in making new friends, and to remind you of those who will always hold you in their hearts, I have prepared... What do you got? Bespoke Chocobo Barding, crafted with love by one Tataru. I didn't expect this. I didn't know this was the reward for this. Holy shit. I'm really curious to see what this is gonna look like. I dare say the boutique will be embarking upon its own adventure in the coming days, and with true adventure invariably comes tribulation. But with your compassion, resourcefulness, and reliability, I have every confidence that we shall succeed in our respective endeavors. To ever higher returns of both coin and camaraderie. Oh, and don't think just because you're running off to the other side of the world that I don't intend to solicit your future involvement, Leon.
What? What the fuck?
You won't escape me that easily.
Fuck! I got poison!
I wouldn't dream of it, Tataru. I wouldn't dream of it. Wayfarer's Barding. Nice. Tataru's Bespoke Framer's Kit. Tools for enhancing an adventurer plate. Used to unlock embellishments fit for a prized employee of Tataru's boutique. I like that you now get a suit of bespoke chocobo armor lovingly handcrafted by Tataru. The fact that it's called Wayfarer's Barding means it's meant to go as a set with the Wayfarer's clothing that they gave us at the beginning of patch 6.1, Newfound Adventure. That's perfect, I love it. Now your chocobo can look just like you. Ready to embark on a new adventure with you. Your little companion, side by side. Mine's almost ready too. He's about to reach level 20. I think just doing this week's challenge log will get him there. Big dreams, found fortune. I want to see what it looks like. Why, hello there, milady. Let's see. Where would be a good place? Fuck it. Let's go outside. The nearest outside, which is not really outside, but whatever, it's close enough. Did that person go to Disneyland for that weapon? Very colorful and bright. I'm not kidding. That reminds me of like one of the toys you can find at Disneyland stores. What the hell is that? Mandervillis Revolver. Got it. It's the latest relic weapon. The last form of it, I guess. Nice, we got Disneyland weapons. I like that actually. I like the colors and everything. It's really nice. Yeah, this. Let's see. Where you at, buddy? Beaver. Alright, buddy, let's see. See? He's really close to rank 20, which is the max rank. He's almost there. Damn it, dude! Wait, did I pop it yet? I don't think I did. There's a Framer's Kit. And then here's a Barding. Alright, buddy. Check this out. Where is it? Oh, I think I saw it. There it is. Wayfarer. Did I skip it? Yeah, I did. Wayfarer. Oh yeah, I think I did see someone with this, and I was wondering what. I was like, oh my god, that looks really cool. Yeah, the color scheme and everything really, it actually matches the Wayfarer's outfit that you get in Newfound Adventure, the patch. Super cool. I'll give him a little pet. He's so cute. Finally, another barding I actually like besides the default one. Like, a lot of the bardings I've collected, I like them, but they're always just too loud. Like, their theme, because they're always themed after like a trial most of the time. Their theme is always just a bit too over the top. And this one finally kind of feels like the default one, but it actually feels like your own, rather than your chocobo's just representing the grand company you're with, you know? This one actually makes the chocobo finally feel like it's really your own, without being this weird over the top, themed on like one boss fight in the entire game kind of thing. My only, and it's a really tiny complaint, is that the head is a little empty. I feel like he could use something on there. He looks a little bald. Needs like a little, just a little something, a bit of a crown or something on there. Not really a crown like in the traditional sense, but something to wear on his head. That's it though. Other than that, awesome shit. Alright, let's go back inside. Alright. And that's Tataru's Grand Endeavor. Took an hour, just like I thought it would. So that's that. I'm gonna head back to the inn room for another little break, and then we can do actually, I might for tonight just cut this here, because I don't have a lot of confidence that Hildebrand won't take longer than an hour. I feel like that will definitely probably take like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Like it's too close to my bedtime. I want to play it safe. I think I'll do that tomorrow. So I think tomorrow will be Hildebrand and then finally MSQ. Because yeah, I do feel like that's, I think that will actually I think it'll take a minute for sure. So yeah, I think I'll just cut this here just to be safe. Yeah, just to be safe, I think I'll cut it here. Because when I come back, it'll be too tight. Yeah, I don't want to feel like I have to rush. Like, oh my god, how much longer is this gonna go? I only have like 30 minutes left, or I gotta go to bed. Yada yada. You know, I don't want to feel that way. I want to be able to actually relax and just enjoy Hildebrand casually. So yeah, I'll say that for tomorrow. So that's it for me for now. I'm gonna kick back and relax before I go to bed, and then hopefully be able to wake up a little earlier tomorrow. Went to bed on time last night, like I have always been doing for quite a while now, but didn't get the best sleep anyway, just because I was had a touch of insomnia because of various things. So yeah, I dragged my feet today, and it took me a while to get to this, and so that's why we didn't have time for Hildebrand now, but oh well, whatever. Tomorrow's a new day, as they say. So yeah, I'm gonna organize my inventory because it's gotten a little messy from leveling up crafters and doing leave quests for them. The rewards and the stuff I've been buying. I'm gonna fix that up. Do some other miscellaneous background stuff you guys don't gotta worry about. And then tomorrow I'll come back to stream the Hildebrand and MSQ for patch 6.55. But until then, as always, thank you all very much for watching. Appreciate the support across Twitch and YouTube. I love you all very much, and please, as always, take care of yourselves, stay safe out there, all that good stuff. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. I will see you all then. Peace. Take it away, Leon. All's well that ends well. everybody.